Here we go. All right, so we have one out, Alvin. He'll be out with the knee. Did not practice today. And then Chris will be questionable with the back. He was limited today. Tolly's still on there, but he was full and good to go. Devin was full and good to go with the ankle. So that's the medical report, and we're ready to roll.
Is Alvin going to avoid injured reserves?
We're not putting him on injured reserve.
What's your confidence level in Devin Neal stepping into that?
Yeah, feel great about Devin. And really that whole backfield. I thought, the guys we've signed, Audric, Evan, those type of guys, as they've kind of developed, they've done a nice job, and we signed Ian this week. And so for that group, it's a younger group that's really pounced on these opportunities. I'm excited about all of them.
What was it that stood out to you on the Wheeler hour 30 like that?
Yeah. We got two opportunities to work him out. And so the first opportunity, we were really impressed. We ended up signing Evan. But really, we love both of these guys. And so then, as this week progressed, felt like it would be beneficial to bring in another guy. And so he did another fantastic workout. Good player. You can feel the spark, the energy. He's really, really focused. He's really detailed. Again, I think it's always impressive in the middle of the season when you get these guys who show up and their ability to really start grasping the system really quickly in a unique circumstance. It's not training camp where you get the whole traditional install. You kind of got to piece it all together really fast. And so I've been really impressed. Yeah, we'll let that play itself out, and we'll obviously there'll be a transaction tomorrow, and both those guys have done well this week from a kicking perspective, and so should be good to go.
Is there anything more you need to see from either one, or is it just a matter of y'all just have to make that decision?
Yeah, we'll let that thing happen tomorrow, and but obviously they've both done well, and so from this point we're not going to have any additional full speed kicking. We'll be good to go.
What's the peek behind the curtain if you can in terms of the process of making that decision, who all's involved, how those conversations go?
Yeah. Personnel and coaches really work hand in hand as we go through that process. There was an evaluation, obviously, Monday and Tuesday with where our roster was, a couple workouts. We kicked on Thursday. So both guys had a few different kicks throughout practice. We kind of intermixed it throughout practice. And so both did well. And then, we just communicate with that, make a decision, and that'll happen obviously tomorrow with the transactions.
When you look at the tape on the Dolphins, what has really stood out to where they've been successful the last 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think, it always starts with turnovers, red zone football. I think there's some trend lines there, and then you look at them and, limited explosives, very, very good there. And so all those, categories kind of add up to playing really stout defense. They're not giving up a ton of points because of that. I think they're playing pretty good in the run game. They got really good edges. They got some really talented players on that team. A lot of pieces that were kind of added, a few pieces that were added this year. And so, you can tell that they're starting to play better and better together.
So congratulations on the Ed Black Courage Award. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the awards that, you really don't want to win. Sure. But I think anytime you win an award that's voted on by your teammates is a special thing. So I'm grateful that the NFL, that they do things like this, because the reality of it is this game is riddled with injuries, and it's a hard thing. It's a challenging thing to overcome and work through. So I'm grateful that they do that, and there's a lot of people that go through things like this, and glad that they recognize that.
Is that a kind of a tricky thing to manage? Going from being maybe in a place at one point to where you knew this is what my responsibility is, this is what I'm doing, and then now kind of it being something that changes?
Yeah, it is tricky. Look, I think because I am moving around so much, it does require me to be very detailed in how I prep for games, and what I'm paid attention to, what I'm looking at. So I really become hyper-focused on what I know I'm going to be asked to do, and then if something comes up, I think that I do my best in those situations to help out where I'm needed. But I don't want to start chasing ghosts. You know what I mean? As you go throughout the week, because it's a demanding league, and the variables that I'm dealing with are enough. That I become hyper focused on those things.